Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So today we're talking Heston. Alright guys, so this tractor just come in today. It's a Heston 980. It's about a 90 horsepower tractor. Heston Manufacturing is a company that is up in Heston, Kansas. They've been in business since the early 40s. They're mainly known for their hay equipment and for their mostly hay equipment was what they were really known for. Swathers, balers, stuff for putting up silage, all kinds of stuff. Sometime in the 80s, they made a deal with Fiat to build these tractors for them. And, well, I tell you what, I know somebody who was there at the plant when these came in. So let me bring in my dad, who was a painter at Heston from all through the 80s. I remember as a little kid being very, very proud of telling everybody, I mean, we're talking little me, telling everybody that my dad painted that when we were at the state fair. There was a Heston swather, a piece of equipment. So I guess I don't remember it. I just know the stories. But let's bring Dad in and have him tell you a little bit. So real quick before we start talking to Dad, just a second ago, I believe I said Fiat, and they are Fendt tractors, not Fiat. Fiat's a whole nother thing. But anyways, so Dad, like I was just telling you a minute ago, Dad worked there for a long time, all through the 80s, until they had a big layoff and stuff, and that was sometime before the AGCO took them over, because Heston is now part of AGCO. I don't even think they put the Heston name on anything anymore. No. I think they now put
International.
I think it's Massey Ferguson.
Now it's
Massey Ferguson. Everything says Massey Ferguson here in the States. I think, and then they're also getting Klaus. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, Fendt name and a few others. But so when you were working at the factory and these tractors came in, tell us about what it was like and what you had to do to these tractors when they came into the plant.
Okay. Well, when they came in, it was about between 80 and 81 when
you were doing it.
I was in the booth, and they built a special wash bay for these things, because when they came in, even though they were in containers, those containers we see nowadays, they were still coated from head to toe, underneath, motor, inside the cab. Everything was sprayed what we call well wax, but all it was the well bladder, fat.
Yeah, well
the fat. Yeah. And even though they sprayed them down, these things would come in rust spots here, there. The wiring would be chewed up by the salt.
Really?
Yeah, it was a really. So then some of the tractors were built at Heston with their name.
With their name.
Yeah, because I think, if I remember right, and I don't quote me on this because it was law, I believe they had, what their contract was, they bring so many tractors and we ship them so many pieces of square built, big squares, haystack remove equipment to pick and move bales. And I don't know. I think that was the main. Oh, and swathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was all the self-propel, the two pull types of that. There was a swing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these things, and those guys would wash and wash and wash and wash and wash, and that stuff.
So you guys had to repaint, had to do some repainting.
Yeah, it would be parts coming in that we would have to take them off, and we take them and sand it all down and clean it all up and try to. And then if we couldn't, then the fab area would have to make a new
part,
new part or something.
Did they have mechanical issues from salt and stuff coming?
Oh yeah, some of them, because the
deep into thing and ruin stuff.
Yeah, it was a mess, but for the most part,
everything.
There wasn't 50 of them would come in just perfect, and then there's 50 that they miss a spot. I remember one time a load came in and we totally had to repaint rims because the salt ate right through the rims
on the trip. Now, how long were they on that boat or on that container ship?
They would be on that thing between 6 to 9 months.
So, really, if you got a mid-production year tractor and it was an 84, or say it was an 82, by the time it made it to the dealership's lot, it was like 1983.
Yeah.
It was a 3-year-old tractor already before it made it to the dealer's lot. That's crazy. So apparently it wasn't a very good system.
Not at first.
And they did these. They did. So that's one reason why they probably got more and more into building them at Heston.
Yeah.
And I think at Heston now they build some of the Massey tractors now.
Okay.
And it's probably that old line from building these things.
If I remember, the smaller models were shipped, and the bigger models were built.
Probably couldn't fit those in a container.
Well, you couldn't. It was rebuilt at the plant, and we had tractor tires all over the shop. So, but I remember sanding some of the stuff down, but most of the time I was a grade A painter at that time, so I had to get the paint on.
This one's going to need a little TLC.
Yeah, I noticed.
And stuff, so you're going to get to relive some of your old days painting, because I think I'll have you touch this one up.
That panel over there, that's going to be fun, and this here needs some paint, but I can get it for you if you don't rush me.
Well, I don't.
My rate will go up if you rush me.
I was going to say, I don't have the equipment that you're used to back in the day, so you're going to have to do it the old school way. A lot of rattle.
Here's a spot always would eat out.
Eat out the.
They always have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Dad.
Always.
Well, that kind of gives you guys a little behind the scenes back history of these things coming into the States in the early 80s. So.
Of course, when we were still farming, kept wanting to take one home.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a lot better than what Grandpa was running at the time.
Our minis.
And the
John Deere A. I don't know. I like the John Deere A. It was up high. You didn't have the sand blowing your face like you're down in that U. Well, yeah, that's what much as I remember, David. But I do remember that it take forever. I don't remember how they finally figured how to get it off. It would peel it would look like plastic. When you that film plastic, but it would peel off, and you'd see spots where it came off and it didn't come off. It was a terrible time. And then they did it outside in the cold because they couldn't have that stuff had to stay separate from the water and stuff that came off that stuff had to went in tanks, and because they had salt and stuff in it, and they couldn't put it down in the sewer line. It ruined everything.
Okay.
So it was a chore and a mess.
All right, well, very cool.
So there you are.
So, kind of back on the tractor that's come in. This Heston, it has a lot of work we got to do to it. So there's a lot of touch-up paint work that Dad's going to have to do. The watering system, and I don't know if you guys can see this here. I got the dock to go ahead and start it because you have to rewire that and get that all done. So, but it runs really, really good. And the hour count on it's not too bad. I think it's in the 3,000 hours on the tractor. The place it came from, it never did anything more than running Case International 8450 round baler. And that's pretty much what it's done its entire life. That when he goes by. All right, guys, so I just want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. If you got any more questions about Heston tractors, throw them down in the comments. Any more questions about that tractor, throw them down in the comments. If you're looking for some Crazy D merch, we do got some really cool stuff on Teespring, and I'll get Doc to start linking that on the channel. So, but otherwise, I'll see you later on.